probe into the Russia collusion hoax.
President Trump has just been impeached on both Article 1
The
and
only president of the United States to be impeached for a second
January
time.
6th committee releasing its final 845-page report.
Former President Donald Trump has been indicted.
Remember this: nothing worth doing ever came easy. Following your convictions means you must be willing to face criticism from those who lack the same courage to do what is right. Relish the opportunity to be an outsider. Embrace that label. Being an outsider is fine. Embrace the label. Because it's the outsiders who change the world and who make a real and lasting difference. The more that a broken system tells you that you're wrong, the more certain you should be that you must keep pushing ahead.
This is a party that wants an outsider badly.
I continue to believe Mr. Trump will not be president.
You must keep pushing forward. Never, ever give up. There'll be times in your life you'll want to quit, you'll want to go home. I can't do it. I can't do it. Just never quit. You will build a future where we have the courage to chase our dreams no matter what the cynics and the doubters have to say. You will have the confidence to speak the hopes in your hearts and to express the love that stirs your souls. And you will have the faith to replace a broken establishment with a government that serves and protects the people. But they're not coming after me, they're coming after you. I'm just standing in their way. And I always will stand in their way.
We're in Palm Beach County, Florida. We're actually at the convention center. We're going to be listening to and taking in some words of wisdom from Donald Trump and Matt Gaetz. This is a little slice of paradise down here. My name is Joe Spano, and I've been in Florida for over 45 years. I'm excited about listening to the former president, the future president of the United States speak tonight. And with everything that's happening in the world, it's very important for us to listen up. My heart goes out to those in Israel. What is happening out there is absolutely terrible. And for the current administration, not even to mention Hamas by name, I think that is a big disrespect for our friends and everybody in Israel, and we need to stand unified behind them. At least that's my opinion. People might differ from that, but I think that that should be taken into consideration going forward. We've got 3,100 people here tonight. We've got some music going on. A good friend of mine, Anthony James, is going to be playing the Trump Train and a couple of other songs of his, and that's one of the reasons that I'm down here as well. Down here with the wife, our friends Barb and Stu, and this lovely lady asked me to give a couple of little insider points on it. If you guys ever have a chance to see Donald in person, live, do it. It's amazing. The energy that comes from his speeches, his rally, is incredible. Whether you believe or are in line with everything that he stands for, I think going forward, it's something that we need to look at. I'm not a Democrat nor a Republican. I'm actually a constitutionalist, meaning that I read all 7,591 words of our Constitution, our bylaws, our HOA, our POA. I kind of like those rules and those laws, and to me they're etched in stone. So I'll vote for anybody on either side of the aisle that stands behind our Constitution.
Amazing. Thank you for talking to Document. You told me that you were actually a Finnish citizen, or you're Finnish, you have a Finnish passport?
So my mother is 100% Finn, my dad Italiano, and they both came to this country the proper way. My mom probably knew a little bit more of our history than I did when I was going to school, because she had to before she became a citizen of this country. So I had the opportunity to become a Finnish citizen. I am a passport-carrying Finn. I am proud of that heritage and my Italian heritage, but I'm an American. Born here, live here, and I stand for everything. You like my get up?
I love it. Let me turn it around so I can show.
This is my daily wear. You can check it out on.
I told you I have a picture of you that I took 2 or 3 years ago. You and I am assuming it's your girlfriend, and this is the first time I told you.
You'll see me on my Instagram at count_the_money, and on my TikTok channel, me riding my motorcycle and all of this. So if you're interested, I get several million views on my videos.
That's awesome. And you told me you had some French, like a similar news station to CNN visiting you.
So I did. I had Antoine Roland come in from BFM TV in France, and he interviewed me. It was when DeSantis had run, and he was going to announce his run for the presidency, and I gave him a little bit of insight. We talked for about an hour and a half, asked me why I like Ron DeSantis and why I like the good state of Florida. And, well, because it gives me the opportunity to make a choice. If I want to wear a mask, I can. If I want to wear a mask in the middle of the intercoastal on a paddleboard all by myself, I can, and people do, and we know who you voted for. If I don't want to wear a mask, I don't have to. Another thing is he's a constitutionalist, and in Florida, we're allowed to carry a weapon. We're Second Amendment state, and we're allowed to carry concealed. And when Antoine found out that I carry 2 in the hip and 1 in the boot, his interview focused solely on the fact that Americans carry guns and have skulls on their hat, but that's really not all of us.
No.
Just me, but I'm not wired right.
But he actually made that. When you saw the clip, he had focused on.
That's all that he focused on, was the fact that Americans carry guns and they wear hats with skulls on them, and none of the other things that were important
that's
on
so sad.
why we live in Florida, such as the right to be able to make our own decision, and not be told what to do.
No.
We don't cater to that. We're not lemmings. We would like to be able to live our own life. No matter who you believe in or who you pray to, you're only given 86,400 seconds a day. Never one more. The day you get one less, you're done. And it's not a dress rehearsal. You don't get a second go around. So keep that in mind whenever you approach somebody. Make sure that when you leave, you put a smile on their face, a little joy in their heart. You're not the judge, the jury, and the executioner. It's not your job. You're here to possibly enjoy yourself and make other people's journey a little more pleasant.
Well, you have by talking to Document, and I wanted to tell you, the media, and you talked about how he made you like this gun, carrying lunatic. And the media in Norway does the same thing. They will interview people over here, and if they do interview Trump people, they'll kind of like cut and make them look like the deplorables. And we don't do that. Document News is the only.
There's no way around that. No, the media has their own agenda. 99% of all statistics can be manipulated to give you the answer that you want. I do think they're going to be starting in there at the moment. I'd like to get in there, do a little bit of dancing. I got my friend Anthony on stage kicking up some music, and then Donald and Getz will be there. So
I will, and I'll make sure we do the whole interview, not just your skull.
Thank you.
No guns.
Thank
you so much.
My pleasure.
I appreciate
Thank you, young lady.
Crooked Joe Biden and his boss, Barack Hussein Obama, did this to us. They did this to us. They're destroying our country. But we've saved America from all of what's happening, not to this extent, though. But we saved it before, and we'll save America once again, and we're going to save it. We're going to make it bigger and better and stronger than ever before.
Hi, I saw you on the distance. I thought you were Donald Trump. Thanks for talking to me. Where are you from?
From Palm Beach, I'm from Hyperlux in Palm Beach County.
Okay. Someone said that you come here and you look like Trump, actually.
I look like them all my life. Since I lived in New York.
Yeah.
My nickname is Trump in New York.
Oh.
I work with all the corporate companies. They know me as Trump number 2.
Okay, so it's not something you're trying to do because you actually do look like it.
I look like even when he was young.
Yeah.
I look with the darker hair.
You do. So you're not just somebody's trying to look like him. You actually do look like him.
In fact, I met his ex-wife yesterday, way, unfortunately.
Oh.
She said I was better looking. I was younger too.
And his ex, is she the one that passed away? Yeah, that was so sad. Yeah. Have you met Trump or yeah?
The Mar-a-Lago. We support the Republican Party and all the patriots in the United States.
Yeah.
My wife actually, she is a French reporter and she does about 11 podcasts in all the French territories.
She is okay. So she does that. Yeah,
and I promoted nationwide.
Oh, maybe I can talk to you. I work for a Norwegian newspaper. It's one of the few conservative, and I live over here, and I'm there. And the Norwegian media is so biased, and they don't show the real. So I have an opportunity to do that. You know, talking to real people, and that's so.
We get to know a lot of interesting people. We've met the people who did the movie. What was the movie we saw?
Sound of Freedom. You did?
I had an interview.
An interview.
I had an interview.
Here and I'm telling.
They call her Sylvia Sylvia Miami.
Okay.
It's her on Twitter and on all the.
I have 11 platforms.
Yeah.
Because they put me down all the time.
Yeah, I do too. Yeah, I know how.
But I was so lucky to meet the team of South of Freedom. I had an interview with.
You know, you look like.
No, I was thinking of one of the producers.
The Sound of Freedom. The producer is Eduardo Veraschi.
Yeah.
So I had an interview. I met Timbala and we fight for the pedocriminality.
Yeah.
Like a crazy.
Well, you're from France, and I'm from Norway, and I see my country going down the tube just as they are doing here. It really worries. We have 2 countries to worry about, and Israel. So
we have to fight.
Yeah.
We have to make American great again, but you have to make the world great again.
Well, the key is we got to get good people there. We're friends with Matt, and Matt's one of the people we support. Matt Getz.
He was supposed to be here today.
We support him. We got
he was
great
supposed to be.
people. This is a great event, and for the people that come out here, it's an honor.
Yeah, I know it is.
These are going to be the 2 forerunners in the future for us.
Yeah, we're so worried that Trump has to win. He has to win for this country.
We need him. We need him because he has a cojones.
Yeah.
We need him.
Yeah.
He's the best leader.
Yeah.
We cannot
This
have.
environment, the way we have right now, is a different environment from all other presidential races. This environment that we are living in now, we need somebody who's strong, powerful, who's willing to say no and yes and not listen to anyone. He's the type of person who gets things done, which he's proven himself.
And the Constitution.
The Constitution. Still president.
Yeah. And do you know him? Have you met him? And how does he? We wonder how does he get through this? He gets for 7 years. He's been attacked from all over. How? And he gets up and goes and speak, and
he's a natural.
Yeah.
He's charismatic. He's extremely knowledgeable. People underestimate who he is.
Yeah.
He's a professional chess player. To be a professional champion chess player,
I didn't know that.
The key is you're 12 steps ahead of everybody else.
I didn't know it. Yeah. I think
his son knows who the best chess players.
Really?
He played with his son now.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So what happens is he's 12 steps ahead of everybody when it comes to all the affairs that are going on, which is very interesting.
Yeah.
So if you study his background, you'll see that. And it's pretty cool.
But you don't hear about it, nobody's telling you
There's
that.
a lot of things you don't hear about.
Yeah.
A lot of things going on behind the scenes.
Fake news.
Yeah.
The things behind the scenes. There's things going on that, like in Arizona, Wisconsin, Michigan, Pennsylvania, that you don't hear.
Yeah.
You don't hear anything.
No.
But I hear about it because I go to these events. I speak to people. We're both involved. So we get to know a little bit more than what the average person does.
Yeah.
It's sad because we have a corrupt, media.
Yeah.
Because the corrupt media, that kind of kills it.
Yeah.
the money to corrupt Palestinian organizations and stood with Israel like no president in history, recognizing the eternal capital, opening up the American embassy in Jerusalem, and recognizing Israeli sovereignty over the Golan Heights. That was a big deal. And with the historic Abraham Accords, we had peace in the Middle East. Can you believe that? We had peace until this character came along. He doesn't know what he was doing. His name was Crooked Joe Biden. And under Biden, it's danger, death, and destruction all over the world.
Hi, how are you? Hi. Can I ask you what you're doing here?
I'm Captain Randy, United States Army Nurse Corps veteran. I'm the Director of Productions for Club 47 USA.
Okay.
And I got these tunes, and I don't, and it's used to. I have these tunes along with 3 others that are going to entertain this massive crowd that's here for one man.
Okay.
The one man that can make not only America great again, but the entire world great again, Stacey.
And the gas prices. I saw a shirt.
Thank you.
I saw that too. The gas prices.
Yeah.
So this is Stacey. Go ahead, Stacey.
Yes,
Hi, I'm Stacey Jo Coffee Corn, and I'm just throwing around my scarf, and I'm glad to be here to support Trump.
Yeah.
And thank you so much, and I love your shirt.
Oh, yeah, I got that at the last meeting, actually. I got that.
Yes,
Yeah, so,
perfect.
yeah.
Our children are not for sale.
Yeah.
And here we have Mike McGann.
Yeah.
Mike is part of the entertainment entourage. We're going to have 2 hours of music, live music entertainment by our group. Mike is one of them. Mike, talk about it.
I'm super excited. I mean, if you look at this crowd, look at the variety, look at the talent that we're going to have on the stage, and the electricity, even here in this parking garage, I can feel it, we can all feel it, and we are super excited to take that stage, entertain, and make it a day no one is ever going to forget.
Can you say hello to our viewers in Norway?
Hey, to everybody in Norway, we love you. We're glad you're here supporting us. And this young lady is doing an amazing job.
I have Scandinavian blood. My grandmother is from Finland.
Oh, really?
She was a survivor. Well, she was a survivor of the Titanic sinking.
You kidding me?
My grandmother, yeah.
Oh,
Anna Turia. Anna Turia.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm
I
half
can see
Finn
that.
and I'm half Italian.
Oh, that's
So
a good
they
kind
call- He calls me a Findigo.
Findigo or a Fintalian, I'm not sure which one. I'm as Irish as they get, but I'm also as American as they get, more so than being Irish, I can tell you.
Yeah.
And I'm as German as they come, but I'm more American than anything else.
And that's just how it rolls.
We're all
Go
American.
back inside so we can get ready.
Okay.
Thank
You couldn't sing a tune?
Say again?
You have to have your chorus to sing a tune for
You know
me.
what? All I'll say is I'm so glad we had this time together, and we'll have a lot more inside in just a minute.
Okay, thank
Okay,
you.
we'll try it.
You want to try it?
A couple of lines. God bless America, land that I love. Stand beside her and guide her through the night with the light from above. From the mountains to the prairies to the oceans, white with foam. God bless America, my home sweet home. God bless America, my home sweet
They want to take away my freedom because I will never let them take away your freedom. It's very simple. I'm not going to let it happen. They want to silence me because I will never let them silence you. And in the end, they're not after me. They're after you. And I just happen to be standing in their way. It's my honor to do so. Thank you.
What's your name?
My name is Binvo.
Oh.
B-I-N-S, and last name is G-O.
Okay.
I'm from Maldora, Florida.
Where in Florida?
Maldora,
Okay.
Lake County.
How far is that from Palm Beach County?
About 3 hours from
Okay. And do you drive to all Trump's events?
Yes, ma'am. This time it will be maybe over 80 times I go to see Trump everywhere.
Oh.
Rally and event, wherever Trump is.
Okay.
We follow everywhere.
Yeah, and I can tell you have an accent. I do too. I'm from a Norwegian newspaper. It's called Document News in Norway, and if I do this right, you might be on the news there.
Okay, no problem.
Where are you from?
I'm original Vietnamese.
Okay.
Yeah, I've been here like 32 years.
Okay.
I know what happened right now, you know, and so we have to stand up.
Yes.
To say so, to talk it, and then have to meet Trump have to be back.
Yeah.
If we lost Trump, we lost everything.
Yes.
So we want it better. It have to stand up right now.
Okay.
And bring the Trump back.
Yeah.
For protect Americans, protect the world.
I agree. And what do you think of Biden? I mean, what's
Everybody know that. When he stole the ballot like 3 years ago, and look at after 3 years he in the office, what did he do for the country?
Yeah.
He bring all. It's very bad now.
Yeah.
We're everywhere now.
Yeah, there is. And and some people blame him for Israel, you know.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because he forgot about, you know, Israel.
Yeah.
And he's responsible for Iran, Ukraine, and that's why it keeps happening.
Right.
Even, you know, when he left, you know, Afghanistan, like he left all the equipment there.
And they said that they might have used some of that in
you know, right now, after 3 years, he opened the border. They may be here.
Yeah.
Hell no. So if Trump not come back, you see what it will be happening later.
Yeah.
I don't know, you know, we're not sure for right now, but you have to know, make sure it have to bring him back.
Yeah.
Only Trump can, you know, like, make American right again and build it stronger.
Yeah. And are there a lot of Vietnamese that are...
a lot of Vietnamese standing for Trump.
Standing for Trump, that's awesome.
Right.
Yeah, and I'm so glad that you spoke with me. Can you show me your truck? Maybe
this one, my truck, this one like, I put up like 2 years ago, almost 3 years.
Okay.
When Trump come back for first rally right in the Sarasota.
Okay.
This picture is my wife.
That's
the first picture when she took the picture like
that's your wife.
July 3rd,
yeah.
2021.
I just talked to her.
And this one, you know, the first lady.
Oh, the most under.
Yeah, she met her like last Christmas. Yeah.
Well, how did you meet Trump?
We always vote for Trump and we go everywhere for Trump, you know.
And here you have Don Jr.
Don Jr. and Kimberly.
Yeah.
And this one at my wife too. This picture is like July 3rd, 2021. But all the sides, they have all the sides.
Yeah, we'll look at the other side. What kind of car is it?
Escalator.
Oh.
Cadillac Escalator, yeah.
Oh my goodness.
This one that the president he signed his name on my wife's long dress. And this one, all the Vietnamese people, like 2020.
Who did the artwork? I mean, the art.
Yeah, we have to go to the professional guy. He had to set up all the pictures and everything else.
And you have the big flag. Do you drive with the big flags? Do you drive with them?
Yeah. No.
No, you take them down.
Too high. But wherever we stop by for Trump rally, we hand it up.
Okay. So let's see what we have here.
Yeah.
That's you and your wife?
This picture is in inside my logo when I met him inside that.
Maybe he'll speak to you today.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
And also this one, we met him at the American Freedom Tour.
Yeah.
In the this one in Tennessee.
Okay.
Yeah, Tennessee.
Okay. Well, I want to thank you so much. I'll give you my card so you can see if it comes on the news in Norway. But I thank you. I'm not, you know, I wasn't born here either, but I'm so worried about this country.
Thank you too. Thank you for interviewing me today. And let people know. I mean, we have to stand up.
Yeah.
Not only Americans, but around the world need Trump come back.
Yeah.
Only him.
Yeah.
We need the strong leaders.
Yes.
We don't want the quick leader and do whatever they want.
No.
We have the strong leader to control the whole world.
You are 100% correct. Thank you so much.
Thank you, man. Thank you very much.
With crooked Joe Biden, you have chaos, bloodshed, war, terror, and death. Look what's happening today. because the occupant of the White House is a laughingstock. All over the world, America's enemies cannot believe how lucky they got. They got real lucky. Every monster, villain, dictator, and terrorist, and there are plenty of them. I know most of them. I got to know a lot of them. All over the planet, they're having a field day because they know they will never have it better than they do with Crooked Joe, who in many cases receive money from those countries. I wonder what...
Trump everywhere.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah. And
and all these people here will tell you, since they're with Norway, the press in Norway, let's tell Norway who we want for president. Trump, Trump. Yes. You heard it, folks.
Why do you want Trump back in office?
The reasons, and I have them on 2 pages.
Oh, you do?
And I hand them to people.
Okay.
Are huge. But I'll try to make it short.
Yep.
Because the first president, no, Hoover was the first. He's the second to work and put up with everything, made his accomplishments happen with everything against him. He never gave up. He never took a salary. I would like to see every person here go to work and not take a salary.
Yeah. I'm backing up. So, yeah.
So, on top of that, oh, I'm so sorry. On top of that, about 5 or 6 years ago, I believe the people were dancing in the streets in Jerusalem. They were dancing in the streets because it was President Donald J. Trump who decided to make Jerusalem the U.S. Embassy.
Right.
It had been promised through 5 administrations, never delivered. He is the one who delivers. He cares about America. He never left ground zero. He worked side by side with my brother, who was FBI Agent of the Year, one of them.
Oh, okay.
He also saved the New York veterans. They went bankrupt in 1993 and 1997.
Yeah.
Did not want anyone to know. He cares about this country, and he's the only one who has the guts. And I say guts, but I'm meaning something else to make it work.
Yeah.
Is that good enough?
No, I think you're amazing. I have a couple questions about Biden. I mean, many of us feel that Israel wouldn't have happened, Ukraine wouldn't have happened. No.
He gave them $6 billion.
Yeah.
Okay, of our taxpayer dollars. Americans right now have some horrific blood on our hands.
Right.
I am furious. Was a traveling Supreme Court judge in New York State. In Long Island, he locked Joe Biden out of the courtrooms. He was trying to bribe the jury. He also was on the logs for Epstein's Island.
Right.
Now, this can all be alleged. People can think what they want to think.
Yeah.
Or they can look it up.
Yeah.
Because it is there if they really want.
Yeah.
That man, Biden, is what we call him.
Yeah.
And don't even get me started on Ohama Bahama bin Laden.
Yeah. We would be here all day talking about him, right? Yeah.
I was interviewed by BBC News in 2018.
Okay.
I have it. Zachary, I even have his card on it. And it was outside Ron DeSantis's debate, which was a disaster on Ron's part.
Oh, okay.
And we went into the birth certificate, we went into the $150 billion in the night of cash delivered to our enemy, which is treason.
Right.
I want to be stupid. I can list more, including the fact that it was 2015 when Obama decided to take inheritance tax, which was then 0, and he changed it to 49%.
Typical socialist.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And that's money that has been taxed and taxed and taxed
Right.
again. It's
Yeah.
I shouldn't be saying this, but what the hell? You went from the strongest president this country has had to the weakest president you've ever had. But soon you will go from the weakest president you've ever had back to the strongest president you've ever had.
Hi, thanks for talking to Document News in Norway. What's your name?
My name is Jane, and I'm from here in Florida.
Oh, okay. Are you from Palm Beach County or?
Broward County.
Okay. Fort Lauderdale?
Yes.
Yeah. Do you follow Trump at his? Are you a member of the Club 47?
I am a member of Club 47.
Okay.
And this is actually the first time that I was lucky enough to get tickets to come to one of the events.
Yeah.
It's the best one because Trump's here.
It is. Yeah. We have a friend that's always she's on the watch for, so we were lucky too.
Yeah.
I want to ask you, why are you voting for Trump? Why? What do you think he will do for the country?
Well, you know what? Love him or hate him, you know, his personality wise.
Yeah.
I'm not voting for his personality.
No.
I'm voting for his policies. He's America first.
Right.
You know, secure our border, have a balanced budget.
Yeah.
And you know, peace through strength, right? We didn't have all these conflicts going on when he was in office. I think that he's a very strong leader. People respect him.
Yeah. I remember they said he was going to start World War, and we had nothing like that. And then
brought about the Abraham Accords.
Yeah.
I mean, he brought about world peace. He was trying to make a step in the right direction, and they still hate it.
Yeah.
On the left, so I don't understand.
No, and then you see how Biden is doing, and they're still trying to make it sound like he's doing a good job.
People, I think, are just willfully ignorant.
Yeah.
And they don't want to see what's going on. Or they don't want to admit that they made a mistake.
Right.
That their guy Biden is not doing a good job. Honestly, I mean, I don't know what more you could do to destroy the country than what Biden is doing
Right.
now.
And I always ask people, I knew it was going to be bad when Biden, but did you think it was going to be this bad? I mean,
Nobody could think it was
No.
going to be this bad.
No.
Who could have predicted that he was going to do everything that he did?
Yeah.
I mean, we knew it was going to be a treat.
Right?
But no,
No.
nobody could.
Yeah. And I have a question from one of my colleagues. She wanted to know if I could ask someone about JFK Jr. now that he's running as independent. Do you think that's going to help? What do you think of that? Do you think it's going to help Biden or Trump?
I mean, no matter what he's running at, he's a Democrat. He's
right.
a very liberal Democrat.
Yeah.
He's a gun grabber. Although I do think that some of his policies or questions as far as like the medical, you know, questioning these mandates that were going around and the vaccine injuries.
Yeah.
I think that President Trump should make some sort of an announcement or some sort of a suggestion that when he's reelected, that he'll put him into some sort of a position, maybe investigating.
That's a good idea.
Hope so.
Maybe you get to talk to Trump today and you can tell him, no, that's an excellent.
So, you know, I mean, I think that if he kind of did that and got out ahead of people supporting him, that might help a little.
Yeah, yeah. I want to tell you, I maybe I'll ask you what you think of the media here, but I work for Document News, and it's one of the only 3 conservative newspapers over in Norway. The mainstream media is so biased.
Yeah.
And I'm so glad to be able to talk to people here because you won't see the real America from there. And
I don't watch a lot of news.
No.
Because it's mostly propaganda.
Yeah.
I never honestly thought that I would see the day in the United States that it was going to be like that. You know, I watch very few news organizations because of that.
Yeah. I've lived here a long time, coming from Norway, and I never thought it was going to be like this. Who are these people? Blacks? They must be somebody famous. Everybody's, you know.
I know. It's like, I love it. I love saying.
Isn't it so much fun? You would never see this at a Democratic event.
No, I was just talking to some of the people in line that no, you don't see that. You don't see love. You don't see happiness. You don't see
misery
at the Democratic side. Although Biden would never get anybody to show them, but any sort of a liberal sort of meeting, you don't see it.
No.
And I have so many coworkers that have been lifelong liberals and always voted Democrat, and they are so excited to vote for Trump this next time.
Oh my God! Well, where do you work? And they were lifelong liberals, and they're telling you like
they're talking about they can't wait. They cannot wait to vote for Trump.
Oh, that's,
and they never thought they would say that. They voted against him the last 6 months.
That's amazing. I'm glad to hear that. We need it because I don't know about your opinion, but if Trump or a Republican don't win, I think we're lost.
Oh, no,
Yeah.
I can't even think about that.
No.
I don't know how we're going to last the next year.
No. Look at Israel. I am convinced that that would not have happened.
No, and I just am really worried about everybody that's coming through our southern border unvetted. Who knows what's here?
Mm-hmm.
You know, so we all need to be together.
They're saying on the news that there's Hamas cells here. We already know that, but you know, and then a friend of mine said that Friday they're calling for jihad all over the world. Friday the 30th.
This is the death in Israel, death in America.
Yeah.
We're just letting them come in.
We have them in Norway too. Yeah.
I don't understand that kind of hate.
I don't. I thank you so much.
In the wake of the attacks on Israel, Americans have been disgusted to see the open support for terrorists among the legions of foreign nationals on college campuses. They're teaching your children hate. They're teaching your children hate. Under the Trump administration, we will revoke the student visas of radical anti-American and anti-Semitic foreigners at our colleges and universities, and we will send them straight back home. They go back home. Enjoy your life. Likewise, the mobs of, literally barbarians that we saw in the streets of New York and other cities last week have no place in America. We can't have it. We have to. No country can sustain it. And we all want to be nice, but no country can sustain it.
Here's a question for you. Just how far are the radical left and inside the Beltway bandits willing to go to stop him? We all know they hate him for winning the fight to protect life, for exposing their deep state, for draining their precious swamp. And they already know he'll crush Biden. So like a pack of rabid wolves, they attack. So let's impeach him. Let's get tainted radical left prosecutors to charge him. Let's conspire with Hillary and the FBI with fake stories about him. All to distract from Biden's incompetence, weakness, and money-grabbing corruption. But here's the thing, he'll never blink. That's called having the courage of your convictions. And it's why he's our president.
I'm Donald J. Trump, and I approve this message.
Hi there, this is Robert Malone. I'm really looking forward to the upcoming trip to Oslo on December 5th, in which we'll be talking about our book, The Lies My Government Told Me, and the Better Future Coming. There's been a lot of water under the bridge since we first published this. I'm very grateful to have it now coming out in Norwegian. And there's been so many things since then, and I look forward to talking to all of you about what progress has been made, what our setbacks have been, and what the latest data are concerning the COVID crisis and the fight for freedom all over the world.